In today's video, I want to talk about why who you surround yourself with matters so much, especially if you are a current or aspiring leader. You become who you surround yourself with. In other words, if you surround yourself by negative people, you will become a negative person. I know because this happened to me. I used to surround myself with negative people. People who, when I wanted to try something new, would say, "What are you doing? You don't know anything about that. You're gonna fail. Don't bother." When I first moved to the Bay Area, I was surrounded by people who would say, "You wanna move to the Bay Area? It's so expensive to live there. What are you gonna be doing in the Bay Area? You're never gonna get a job there." When I wrote my first book, I surrounded myself by people who said, "Writing a book? You don't know anything about writing. You didn't even do well in English class in high school. What are you gonna be doing writing a book?" When I first became an entrepreneur, I surrounded myself by people who said, "Entrepreneur, what are you, nuts? You don't know anything about entrepreneurship. It's too risky, you're gonna fail, it's too expensive, you don't know what you're doing." And for many, many years, I surrounded myself with people who told me why I couldn't do things. I surrounded myself by people who told me why I shouldn't be doing things. And I surrounded myself by people who were negative, who were constantly trying to bring me down. Until finally I realized, what is going on? I took a look at who I surrounded myself with and realized that I needed to make a change. And so I got rid of a lot of people in my circle, people who I didn't want to be associated with. And instead, I chose to surround myself by positive people, by people who would build me up, by people who, when I want to try something new, will say, "You know what? That sounds like a great idea. And even if it doesn't work out, you're probably going to learn a lot from it. You should do it." I surrounded myself by people who, when I wanted to write a book, would say, "You know what? That's a very interesting idea. I support you. Let me know if I can help you." I surrounded myself by people who, when something bad would happen in my life or in my career, would say, "You know what? You're gonna be okay. You're gonna build yourself up. Look at the positive. There's always a silver lining." And really, that's what helped make me more successful. I surrounded myself by people like my wife, Blake, who is an extremely positive and optimistic person. She's constantly coaching me and pushing me. And if I'm having a bad day or if something unfortunate happens, guess what? She's the first one there, not to pull me down, but to prop me back up. And that really helps. It helps you as an individual, it helps you as a leader, it helps you as an employee, it helps you in life in general. So who you surround yourself with actually matters, and it could be something that holds you back in life, or it could be something that unlocks your true potential. You have to remember that who you surround yourself with, their habits rub off on you. And so if you surround yourself by entrepreneurs or leaders, for example, who constantly embrace the status quo instead of challenging it, if you surround yourself by peers who don't believe in speaking up at work, if you surround yourself by leaders who constantly surround themselves by people who look like them, who believe in the same things that they believe in, if you surround yourself by leaders who believe in command and control and just telling everybody else what to do, those habits are gonna rub off on you. So you need to ask yourself, what kind of a leader do you want to become? What kind of a person do you want to become? And surround yourself by people who are going to help you become that person. So I want to give you a couple of questions that I encourage you to ask when you're surrounding yourself by people. Look at your inner circle, look at new friends that you could potentially make, and go through these questions in your mind. Question number 1, does this person help make you a better version of yourself? Question number 2, does this person build you up? Or does this person tear you down? Question number 3, does this person help you see things from a different perspective? Or does this person just help you see things from a negative perspective? So start with just those 3 very basic questions, and you'll start to get a really good sense of who you're surrounding yourself with and the impact that those people might be having on your life and on your career. Because remember, who you surround yourself with is a great reflection of who you are and who you can become. Thanks again for tuning into the show, and don't forget to go to 6leadershiptrends.com to grab a copy of my brand new PDF, which is going to walk you through the 6 trends that are shaping leadership and what it means to be a leader. And it will also give you action items for what you should be doing for each one of these 6 trends to adapt and evolve so that you can be a better leader in the future of work. Again, that is 6leadershiptrends.com. You can either spell out the number 6 in the URL or just use the number 6 in the URL. They will both take you to the same place. Thanks again for tuning in.